Hey, it's fall 2016 and I want to welcome you to the No Drama Classroom. What do I mean by this is a no drama classroom? The online environment is a really tricky place because we never have that classroom experience, that face-to-face, where questions can easily be delivered, tone can be heard, body language can be read, and so we are left in this classroom with about 7% of the kind of information people normally use when trying to develop meaning in their communication. The experts say that 55% of how we read meaning comes from body language, 38% comes from tone, and 7% comes from the words. And in the online environment, we are all in many ways writers, and we come to know each other through our words. Now, we hope to develop some interesting opportunities for you to engage. We can try to make some synchronous video type conferencing happening either between you and me or amongst yourselves with an OSI, an online supplemental instructor, who is a student who has done this class well in the past, who will be part of your course. I'll be introducing you in week 1. But in general, in the online environment, we're working with 7% of the kind of information we're used to, and that can make for a high stress environment. That can make for misunderstanding and miscommunication. Not only that, but since you will often be doing your work and handing your work in with you and a computer, if things go wrong, you're alone, and the technology, sometimes the problems are insurmountable. There's nothing you can do about it. And that can create a high stress environment. So I would like to run a place instead that invites you in. You know that it is an online learning environment that wants to promote and develop excellence as we learn. And so it's not just a cakewalk in here, but that it could be exciting and engaging for you, but not a high stress. So when I say no drama, I mean a place where it feels like hell, right? Let's try to create this as a healthy place. I've been teaching for 15 years, and I have seen almost everything that can happen in a classroom. You can see here that this semester I'm going to be teaching 3 courses. It's part of why you need to be specific when you contact me with regard to which course you're in and which assignment, if it's a query about an assignment, for example, so that I can more easily get to the course and find you and attend to your concern. Let me see my notes here. Right. So your health and wellness, your kindness, and your richness as a human who leaves this course is actually much more important to me than is whether or not you got an A on the last test. So I understand that, especially in the field of religious studies, it's likely that about 4% of my students would ever go on to become a scholar in religious studies, and that the rest of you are out there with very busy, very demanding lives. Many people who select online classes are trying to work jobs, and they are engaged with family responsibilities. So I understand the place of this course in your larger world. And so I want it to be that place of an excellent learning environment without it being an overwrought, stressful situation. And again, it's the online environment that can increase rather than decrease anxiety. The fact that it's there for 24/7 can make it harder for one to know, I'm out of class, I'm done with class, in a way that when you walk into a physical environment and then walk out, you can transition sometimes more easily. So it's not in my interest to carry the class 24/7 or in yours, but the class is available 24/7 for us to work in. So grow in your wisdom regarding the place of the course. So when you come in, it's my recommendation to you that you use a 25/5 work setting. And for those 25 minutes, the phone is off. There are no Facebook messages coming in. It is a no interruption environment. And then for 5 minutes, you actually seek out hard physical movement of some type, rigorous physical movement of some type. We know the brain evolved to work best when it's moving. It is how we had to evolve and develop and succeed, was through movement, not through sitting. So if you can trust me that if you come up with that balance between like 20-25 minutes of hard work followed by 5 or 10 minutes of a real physical rigorous break, you are likely to have a better learning experience in here. And again, because my long-term goal is for you to leave this course stronger, what if you left it stronger? I actually use this little thing online called the 5-minute fitness blender, and that gives me a 5-minute, ab workout or this or that, and there's a chance you could literally leave the class physically stronger as well as that holistic wellness in which good thinking happens. So consider setting yourself up with a disciplined workspace, not interrupted, 25/5. You're going to get physical movement. You're going to move the oxygen, move the joints, work on your flexibility and your strength. What I know is that during the course of this semester with 3 classes running is that somebody is going to have trouble paying rent. Somebody is going to have a car accident. Somebody is going to lose someone that they love. In all likelihood, these are the kinds of very serious world-changing events that are going to happen while you're taking an online class. And so I want you to establish yourself early in the course as someone who has got the discipline time and is participating when required and meeting the deadlines, so that should something befall you this semester, you will have already established that kind of confidence and trust that allows me some flexibility in fairly responding to any of the things that could prevent you from completing work when it's due. So in this classroom in general, we are together as bites. I will never forget that you are human beings with a sometimes remarkable set of complex responsibilities that you are juggling while you do this. I'm going to try and create these learning environments by the week that encourage you to recall the material, to test yourself on the material without worrying about the grade because you can test yourself multiple times. I'm trying to do what game theory tells us about learning that is fun and effective. If you hit midnight and the paper won't attach, you're going to be able to, having established your presence in the course, go to sleep. Call me in the morning if you would like a human voice. Call me any day, pretty much between 10 and 4. You will find me literally at the office. And I will run office hours for each class. And there's the Canvas Techie Helpline. At the bottom of every Canvas web page, let's see, what I want you to do is show me how at the bottom of this page is a help button. It's right down here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's the help button. And there you can find chat help, you can find phone number help, you can find learning guides. That's for the technical edge. I can't get the paper to attach. I can't open my peer's paper. That's where you go for that kind of help. For consideration of extensions and those kinds of things, you come to me clearly. And I've got email that's 24/7. I've got phone call when it's within reasonable times of the day. But if we remember, right, that the study of religion in the 21st century is one of the most important things towards the larger objective of being a wiser, more worldly human who has a deep sense of the role that religion plays in the history and daily lives of people who are making differences in our world right now, and this stuff is worth studying, then we ought to have a healthy, interesting, engaged place to work together. So a no drama classroom will be challenging, but it won't be a stress monkey zone. I'm looking forward to working with you, meeting you over time through conversations, through your writing, and I wish everyone a healthy semester ahead. Thanks for listening.